All right, I've been sick for like a week, haven't got to throw. This is gonna be very rusty, but first nice day. I only got like 2 or 3 more days to throw before heading out on tour, and it's been less than ideal timing wise for in the sense of getting ready for tour. So I'm just gonna show you how everything is flying in my bag and just go disc by disc. I'm gonna throw every disc I have in my bag right now. I have too many drivers in right now because I'm still trying to find what I want for a certain slot. So might test all those out for you and try to find it. But yeah, I'm gonna go through every disc in my bag and show you how I would like to throw it and why it's in there. So first, Exo Hard Link. Have this, it's been beat up and in my bag for, this will be the 3rd season that this has been in here. A little warped, but I putted with it first, and I like to think all the plastic got properly beat in before, so it's just broken in nice and slow. But this is definitely flippiest putter. Needs something like this in my bag. Nice little hyzer flip and just ride right. Yeah, just so nice on those wood shots. We got like probably like a 5-mile-an-hour tailwind, but yeah, those are perfect for wood shots, open approaches that for some reason I'm not gonna throw a sidearm. Next, I have a Neo Logic. Still learning this thing, but I want it to be basically how that thing used to fly, and in premium plastic, so it lasts me a lifetime, because I know I'm not gonna have that thing forever. So this, I'm gonna try to hit slight hyzer to flat and just get to go dead straight, maybe a little drift right. Yeah, if I hit it on a touch of hyzer, I'll probably fly dead straight and a little hyzer. Well, I did hit the concrete with it the other day, and maybe that's not gonna fly like that anymore. So S-Line P3X from Eagle that he gave me. Honestly, I might take that Logic out and just throw that, because if that's gonna hyzer flip like that a little bit. I got MD3, my Eagle Claw MD3. Got this in 2017 when I played intermediate, so this has been a sentimental piece in my bag since I have been on tour, and with Discmania in 2023. It's cool to throw that back in the bag. This is super hyzer flip to drift right, which I'm gonna test out a Mindbender just for a backup on tour anyway. Good amount of hyzer, slow flip, and just drift right, and soft fade at the end, just dead straight disc. Nice to hit flat up high and just let it drift right as well. I was feeling up my MD1s the other day in just preparation for having to cycle stuff out, and I used to throw this for a little bit more stable than that, but I wanted to test it out again because it's been a minute. A little higher, a little more nose up, but about the same flight. I got this Shadow Titan method. This thing's so neutral, just kind of whatever I do, I'll hit it flat, or try to hit it flat, or throw it slight hyzer and just let it slight hyzer. So all right, year 3 in the bag. Coming up is a C-Line MD5. This thing's getting nice and beat up. I love just forced anhyzers with this that just actually push now, or just flat shot as hard as I can and know that it's not going to go any further than like 330. A little flex shot for you here. Yeah, just much slower fighting out of it. Gets back to that nice little skip angle. I don't even think I've thrown this yet, but white core of these Horizon functions. I'm gonna try this out on a roller, but these are a little stiffer than the other ones, so let's see how these roll. Oh yeah. Money angle, hold and turn right. I can put a little bit more hyzer on those. I thought, wasn't sure if those are gonna be a touch more stable or not. But ideally a little bit more hyzer, a little higher, let it fly, and just bang, right on the perfect angle. I've been in and out on an FD in the bag, just because I got some flippy PDs and MD3. And I really had an FD in the bag last year. I just never threw it. So I'm gonna give it another shot and see, but threw a new one in here. Nice and low, sloppy footwork, hyzer, flip, drift right. That's exactly what that's in there for. This is also my baby, and hit the concrete with this other day too. Don't know what I was doing that day. Is money for just punch, slight hyzer flip, just cut glide hyzers, or hit on Annie and just fight out of it and drift right. Let's throw it nice and flat because it's also good for a little laser beam. Oh yeah. Just dead straight and then fighting out of it. Haven't warmed up the sidearm and I'm working on my back end right now anyway. So I'm gonna just throw all these back in for you guys. This is my Doomer 2. This is also gonna be year 3 in the bag. Someone sent this to me right when I joined. Threw a nice little dope heart team stamp on there. This is like my go-to hyzer flip forehand disc, or just pushing hyzer. I hit this flat, try to hit it just like that. I don't know how flat I hit that, but about the same. Just threw a new Doomer 4 in the bag. Had my beat up one for 2 years. I did not want to get rid of it because I'm a sentimental disc kind of guy, and once it's in my bag, it's hard to take one out, especially when it's my most thrown disc. But these I like to hit flat up high for just stall lawn dart shots, or again just force over and hyzer, basically like a longer MD5. Yeah, so good, just so reliable. New one to the bag, Gannon's Meta Splice. This thing is super beef. Made me more opt to put a splice in the bag for utility forehands because they're beefier than a normal splice. Tilts are way too beefy and just the shape of them is kind of uncomfortable. But this still feels like a splice and separates enough from the Doomer 4 to make it feel like I have definitely a different disc in the bag. Try to flex this one too to show you guys how beefy this is. Really yank over on that and just immediately come back. Shout out to James Cairn. Gave me this Avery Jenkins first run PD super hyzer flip. This thing's flippy. I can hit this out high, up left, and just watch it drift right, or just steep hyzers that flip up. Not super low, but a little lower, and that flips up a little more, but just hyzer flip, held that line, and then still got that nice little finish. Threw this in last year, and this is go-to. I'm gonna try to hit this flat hard and just watch it drift right, and maybe soft finish at the end. Oh, came over on that. I don't know what I did with my feet there. Nice and rusty. Forgot a disc for you. We'll go back to the slow speeds quick. Had this in my side pocket. We got a drop. Oh, Niklas. This is nice for a little stable approaches, a little soft flex shots, and let's throw a nice little soft shot for you here on how I'd use it. Just nice, smooth flight. Perfect little approach disc. Yeah, we'll throw one sidearm. Exo Hard MD5. I don't know yet if I'm gonna throw these or a premium one. I love the Metal Flake European Open runs, but these are pretty beef, and ideally beat this one up to dead straight, have a second one in, and then take my forehand game to the next level on the approaches. But these, nice and beefy, perfect approach disc, and hopefully we can season that one in. These 4 are the ones I'm trying to find a good slot for, so we'll get to those. An S-line DD3 that I had in the bag when I first joined. This is my go-to woods hyzer flip, or like hole 17 at Pro Tour Finals. I was hitting slight hyzer and then out the gap and just letting it drift left and come back at the very end. It's so fun to shape forehands with these and just max distance backhands. So we'll try to put one up for you. Oh, way too flippy. It's gonna get down almost on a roller. Yeah, that thing doesn't get much use on backhand unless it's a knockdown hyzer flip or something. We'll test those at the very end. So I'm looking for a slot after that that's basically a bomber, because that thing's too flippy. Whatever one gets chosen out of those is gonna be my go-to sidearm disc, go-to max distance backhand, just something I can hit hard, flat, and just, or like come over on, drift right. And then we go to these Cloud Breakers. I mean, they have such a good freaking heartbeat. They're nice and stiff. These ones I can hit flat to come over on, and they just glide for days. So reliable. And the wind, it's nice to just have a good beefy DD3 or Cloud Breaker, same thing. Try to come over on this one. Got a little right to left tail here, so it might get beat down a little bit. Oh yeah. Go. That's so nice. Yep. That one's out there, upper fours probably. Distance is down a little bit, but we're working on this backhand, trying to get this back. The feel for me, footwork's kind of a jumble right now, so just ignore that if you're sitting at home critiquing my form. The feel for me has to feel like I'm back here, but I'm basically have to like flex my elbow to get, because I've always had a natural tendency to push the disc back. So it's like flexing my elbow, fighting that urge, and then last second snapping and coming through. And then this guy, it's kind of weird, but I think this is less stable than that Cloud Breaker, but I love these for sidearms. Just stable sidearms that really fight the headwinds. Sacrifice a little bit of distance because that classic PD2 hookup at the very end, but these things are so good for just slamming into some wind. Might get a little flip up, a little ride, and then you know it's coming back. And just having that straight PD2 to rely on some accuracy and just get a little fairway finder out there. Try to hit this one hard and flat too. Maybe come over on a little bit and see if we can differentiate the flights here. Yeah, you can see that's immediately turning more, but that as it slows down, that PD2 is just coming nice and back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one just got smoked. All right, and then got the shield stamped. Well, it's yeah, Horizon Gravity Bomb. Just Gravity Bomb. Shut up, Gavin. Color Glow C-Line. What am I saying? I'm reading the Shield Series stamp, you idiot. All right, C-Line Horizon PD2. That is the disc I chose. There we go, got it. Gravity Bomb. Got the Shield Series stamp on there. These green and blue ones. Got slight dome, just super beef. And I'm gonna try to crank over on this thing. This is, again, I basically have 3 discs like this. MD5, the Doomerd 4, and this guy. This is gonna be overstable flex, sidearms, high, slight ante to flat that just spike, same with backhand, or just overstable flex. Oh, so low. So low. He choked. Didn't even get a good throw with his signature disc. But they're our money. Go snag one. Thank you for your support. Got Cloud Breaker 2 and then a couple S-Line DD3s. Only one of these is gonna make the bag. Cloud Breaker 2, I'm just gonna try to rip these hard. Slight hyzer to flat and just max distance here. So high, but still getting over. Oh, yeah, that thing would have been crushed if I got that nose over. This thing freaking smashes. that. Drift way right. Oh, that's gonna be out of frame. Oh my gosh. And then that hook up at the end. Yeah, that thing just got creamed. Also, this one feels so good for that sidearm I'm gonna want. It's nice and stiff, which is crucial for me. But I don't know if it's a little too domey. Where that one's got some good dome. Oh, so low. Get up in the air. Yeah, it's fighting back. That's a nice low golf line there. Get that up 5-10 more feet, and that just goes 50 more feet. Those two are probably the front runners right now. Try to get this one up in the air and just smash it. Oh, my foot slipped. What a bummer. But still not a bad shot. That's kind of what I'm rolling with. So I got some decisions to make. Throwing's feeling much better than I thought after not. Oh no. After not being able to throw for like a week or so, just due to some rain and then getting terribly sick, as you can still hear. So on the mend, and we were so stoked for the 2025 season, and looking to have a better year than last year. Been doing the right things mentally, and my diet has been the best it's been in years. Honestly, probably the best it's been since I've been on tour. Body feels good, arms healing up good. I'm just so excited for the 2025 season. So thanks for joining, and peace.